Hey cuties, what's up? We're back with some more reactions after dark, and we are of course going to be watching influencer takes socialite training class and gets pregnant with top actor, but internet exposes her, obviously by Stephanie Sue. I feel like this is a Chinaverse video that I missed. I mean, there's probably like millions of Chinaverse videos that I've missed, but is it millions? Because I feel like no, we go out of our way to like watch every single Chinaverse video to some extent. So, did I not watch this? Question mark. I don't think I watched this. Like, I really think I didn't watch this. We'll have to see once I get into it. But yeah, back with some more potentially Chinaverse stuff, though. Before we get into that, we have a hater segment today, but it is no longer going to be called the hater segment. It is going to be called, drumroll please, KyuuTea Drama. So we have KyuuTea Drama today. Also, tell me how you feel about that name. We could just shorten it just to QT, right? We're gonna have the QT for today. I decided the drama just so you understand what we're talking about. But QT Drama, the QT. Let me know what you prefer in the comments below. If you even make it past this section. So yeah, we're doing QT Drama today. I did get I guess it's hate comment question mark, but they kind of went off, and I was like, okay, this can go in our drama segments for today. So you're gonna find out at some point later that I was like, oh, it was probably actually a mistake to even engage with this person further because of certain reasons. I even told them that, but I only wrote them 2 comments, and the second comment was to tell them I'm not going to talk to you anymore. But yeah, let's just get into it. Of course, you can skip this if you don't want to hear any of the quote-unquote tea, on the channel. We don't get hate comments very often, so we always I jokingly said farm them for content, but we talk about them. This one though is actually an attack on the channel, so this could actually be a problem. So if you want to know what I mean by that, you can just keep watching, right? Because this might actually become an issue that needs further looking into, question mark. So just gonna get rid of that, and then we can get into the comments. So first comment, there's 4 comments we're gonna be looking at. They left 5, but one of the comments is a timestamp. So they initiated with this: you actually are judgmental ASF, bro. Who are you to talk about putting some meat on her bones? It's her body. If she likes it like that, then she does. And then shrug emoji. Plus, this like wasn't there when they posted this, so I feel like they went back to like their own comment. I mean, it seemed like they are like so amazing they got a like on the comment. Of course, picture and name have been redacted so as to not have anyone try to find who this is and like talk to them, question mark. Though this is one of those people who will try to turn everything you say against you. Like, no matter what you say, they're going to try to spin something against you. So like a situation, if they actually end up watching this, it's just going to be you redacted for, I don't know, whatever, right? Whenever people nowadays say, hey, don't mess with this person, leave them alone, don't mess with them, those people end up saying that, what do they usually say when people say don't mess with this person? It's like actually the opposite. It's a dog whistle. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. It's a dog whistle to go mess with that person, but I literally am giving you no ability to find out who this is. So again, just leave them alone, especially once we get to the end and like I have some sort of realization, like especially don't mess with them after that. But this was like on probably a Chinaverse video. Again, I'm not going to be specific. I don't know. It was just a lighthearted video, and this is something I say quite often, right? I think I've said it a handful of times, like put some meat on the bones. It's just a lighthearted, joking statement, right? It's not some sort of higher critique on body positivity. It's just something that's kind of like an old saying. Like again, in that video, I prefaced me saying, putting some meat on her bones with she can do whatever she wants with her body. I literally said that before saying this. But it's just a saying, like, again, and then after that I said it's something my parents used to say all the time to me, and maybe my sister, I don't know. My sister was pretty skinny, so probably was saying her to a lot. But it's just something they would say, and it's something you've seen in movies and videos a lot too. I think it might just be like an age thing, like it's an old saying. Maybe people don't say that anymore, but how many times has someone seen like a movie or something, or maybe even a show where maybe like a mother-in-law shows up and says, "Oh, you're so skinny, honey. You need to get some meat on your bones," or something like that. It's just a stupid statement, right? But they seemed to get very offended by it. I'm also going to read the comment that I wrote verbatim. I'm not going to show it, but I'm going to probably read it verbatim. Again, you can be upset with whatever I said and respond to it too. Like, this is just, the tea, right? You can pick their side or mine. I don't really care. But what did I say to this? So I said, since you didn't timestamp, which again I said they did eventually timestamp, because I was hoping they would timestamp by me doing this. So that was a manipulation tactic on my part. I'll admit for me saying, since you didn't timestamp, I don't know exactly when or how I said this. Again, that sentence there was just me trying to manipulate them into giving me the timestamp so I can actually have context to what they were talking about. Because obviously, I'm not going to know what they're referring to in a video like that's like an hour long. I don't know how long this video was specifically, maybe an hour, 2 hours. Especially, and it's been a while since I reacted to that video. So yeah, and then I said, but I do often jokingly say putting some meat on bones. Is it something my parents used to say to me as well? Blah, 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 blah. Which, that sentence there, where I said something my parents used to say, or probably would still say, I didn't go to timestamp until after that and realized that I actually said that. So I just said, hey, my parents used to say this, but in the video itself, I actually said, hey, my parents used to say this too. From time to time. So I assume I did say this, though it's not really something to take as seriously as you are, even if it seems like I'm being really serious. You're getting upset over nothing. It's not that life or death, though your action makes it seem like you have some sort of trauma related to something like this. So I guess I'm sorry if it bothered you this much. But again, I was probably just messing around. So again, you can take that response however you want. I also had the sunflowers at the beginning and at the end of my statement as well, which you could argue is like trying to de-escalate, right? Because I'm just having sunflowers, like trying to make it seem not as crazy as it is. It's just lighthearted kind of statement. And I said I was sorry for saying that about some celebrity question mark that isn't even that serious to begin with. And then they responded with comment number 2, which is you pick weight to joke about? Yeah, if pointing out looks or surgeries gets you talking, since you're mostly quiet, then go ahead. Kind of sad you only talk when you bring up surgeries or his incompetence. Because in his incompetence, I'm guessing there's probably like a guy, like her boyfriend or whoever she was dating in this video, probably was like incompetent. I mean, they usually are, right? In these videos, the guy is usually the bad guy in these videos. So I feel like today it might not be the case. Like maybe she is the bad guy in today's video. I don't know. Quote unquote the bad guy. And then they timestamped after that thing. So again, just being really upset and sensitive about the meat on bones old time statement, which I further go into that later. But again, it's just like they really are just upset about this. I mean, maybe they're a stan of this celebrity and that's why they're acting like this, because stans typically act kind of dramatic like this, I would argue. But I think I'm going to come to a different realization after all this, like way after having already done, like gone to sleep and then woke up and then I came back and all that. Like I was like, oh wait, hold on. I think the situation is different than what I initially thought. But again, it's not necessarily, again, they're the kind of online rage baiter who turns everything against you. So if I end up using the word insult in the next paragraph, like, I didn't insult you, I'm just saying words, right? But kind of sad, blah blah blah. And my response to that is, yes, I do. And that's in response to the "you pick a way to joke about." And I said, yes, I do. I'm of an age where anything and everything is fair game to joke about. Nothing is off the table, which, though, I do not speak that way on the channel, though. So weight is the literal least offensive thing possible on the spectrum I could be joking about. Again, I'm speaking in extremes here, though what I said, I don't even think can even classify it too much as a joke. It's just like a silly statement, even in, right? Because that's just how unserious it is to me. It's granted, I keep it pretty PG, if not G rated around here, so I typically wouldn't say anything crazy like that. Which again, this is just, not again, but this is just ignorance on their part, that they don't know that, because I have spent many a year not swearing on my channel, like trying on purpose not to swear. I went years not saying a single swear word on this channel. Not a single swear word, nothing political, nothing sexual. It's been 10 minutes, I think I can say that word, right? So that's just like literally what I've been doing. So by PG / if not G, that is what I mean, where literally no swearing, no politics, nothing sexual. And what did I say after that? But yeah, I don't talk enough, I suck at reactions, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know, I agree, which is what I'm saying. Insulting me is only going to make me agree with you. Yeah, because whenever anyone insult me, I'm not going to be like, oh man, I'm so mad that you insulted me. I'm just going to like, yeah, sure, whatever you're saying, it's 100% true. I'm not going to like fight any of that. There's no point. I'm not here to have some sort of stupid argument, right? The next thing I said after that insulting part of it, I was like, this I did get a little bit cheeky and sassy, so that did get a rise out of them, so that was my bad. No, I specifically was being cheeky and sassy to get a rise out of them at the end of the sentence, so, and they did, so I was like, okay, I was being bad at that point, but I said, did you get it out of your system? Do you feel better now having your online argument for no reason? Good. Since I'm not responding anymore after this, since I assume you're here just to argue, and I'm not that guy. Which I was just saying, I'm not that guy, as in, like, I'm not going to be the guy who's going to sit here and argue with you online for 5 hours. Like, this is literally my second comment to them. And I'm just not engaging after the second comment. I did not write back to them after the second comment. They wrote 2 comments after this I did not respond to. Then I said, I've entertained this long enough. I gave you a chance, and it's clear you are here just to be mad. I misspelled here. I used the wrong here. That was my bad. Yeah, you're just here to be mad. So nope, conversation's over. Say whatever you want after this. Tote this as some sort of victory or something else. Doesn't matter. I'm not responding further to this convo. Which, by that I meant to this specific conversation, but if they talked on another comment or another video, I would respond to that, right? Because it's different conversation being started. Hopefully, whatever you were doing, this all for paid out for you in the end. Have a good day / night. Have a wonderful life. May whatever God you believe in, or the void, bless you. Many hugs and head pats. Bye-bye. Which, that last part, the have a good day, all that nonsense, that is me also being cheeky. Because again, when people are mean, I just like to be nice, in quotations, just as a way to make them angry. Because I'm not getting angry or insulting them back. I'm just being what I would say nice to them, and on purpose to make them mad, or possibly just diffuse them and like chill out. But yeah, that was on purpose, and it did make them comment on that part. Also, by the void, I just meant like, if they're atheists or something, I'm just like, okay, the void, I'll just say the void there just to be funny. I also said, though, in parentheses after this, I will block you, though, if you say some heinous nonsense after this, though, for YouTube's sake, so behave yourself. You know, because at the end of the day, this is my YouTube channel, and no one is in control of it other than me, so I can do what I want. You are not the main character of my channel. I am the main character of my channel, so if you don't like it, get lost, right? What I'm saying right now, I didn't say to them. I'm just saying right now, like, that is just how things work. Anybody who has a channel, they are the main character. You are not the main character. And you have to understand that. And they responded first with heck no, which they didn't say heck, but I'm saying heck. Heck no, keep them blessings and head pats away. And all the lingo, this, we're going to get to the use of lingo. The first sentence, they used ASF, they used the word bro. Also, their profile said they're she, her. It's just weird to see bro, someone saying bro as a girl, but I think that's just normal nowadays. And now we have, you know, the nah, dem. They actually use dem, like DEM, not keep them. They use dem. Blessings and head pats away, which that was the getting the rise out of them. So I was like, okay, that's what I expected by saying that. Yeah, that's funny and all that. But then this is the problem after that. Oh, I didn't put that on the screen. My bad. I forgot to put that. You know, that's the heck no. Keep them blessings and head pats away. That was that sentence. But this one is the one that's a problem, and I have to take seriously, right? This isn't just like us having playful banter. Well, I'm playfully bantering. They're just upset. I will be reporting this video because I just checked. You fall under 2 of YouTube's violations since you brought YouTube up. I don't know what the heck that means. It's just, I think, because I said I will ban you for YouTube's sake. I don't know what the heck she's talking about when she says you brought up YouTube. Okay, like, how does that fall under violations? Hello? I'll also bring it up, saying you keeping it PG. Yeah, all right. I don't know if saying keeping it PG is something that's a violation, or is that just they're just saying, hey, yeah. They're denying the fact that I'm keeping things PG, like, you know, saying like, yeah, right. Again, that's just an ignorance on their part. They don't know that I literally go out of my way to not swear, to not talk about politics, and not talk about sexual stuff. Though Stephanie has made that kind of hard with how that's the kinds of stuff that she talks about in her videos. And what I said wasn't an insult, it's a fact. Again, this is the kind of person who will twist everything in their favor no matter what you say. Like, they will shoot your grandmother and tell you it's your fault, right? It's that kind of situation, I would assume. That kind of person, if you understand, like, that kind of archetype online. You hardly talk, that's all I said. Which, I mean, is that a compliment? Because I gotten a lot of these drama comments where the person's like, hey, you talk too much. And not talk too much. Yeah, you talk too much. You pause the video and talk too much. Stop doing that. So now we have someone saying, hey, you hardly talk. So is that like a good thing in comparison to constantly being told I pause the video too much? Nothing about your reactions, low, and giving me chances. Yeah, you're definitely giving me chances when really YouTube seems to be giving you chances with your hilarious jokes. Which, if saying put some meat on your bones is some sort of heavy violation against YouTube, like, where would we live in some sort of dystopia? Because that's kind of crazy. Plus, the stuff people say on a daily basis on this channel that is just fine, YouTube doesn't care about, is crazy. And you think that's the worst thing I could be saying, is saying put some meat on your bones? Like, what? So I went through some phases of, okay, this is just someone who is just always doing this, right? But then I was like, is this a bot? Again, like I said, I only responded to this person twice, and they just kept going with another comment after that. I told them I wasn't going to respond to them again, and I didn't. And they just kept writing comments. But I was like, are they a bot? Because it's so cookie cutter behavior that you see online of people acting like this, that I was like, is this just a robot? But then, like, when I got up today, I was like, wait a minute, I like might have goofed, because I was like, you know what, this is probably a child. Their frontal cortex probably hasn't fully generated, and that's why they're acting this way. You know, they're using this silly language or whatnot. So when I write to someone online, I try to write as if I'm writing, you know, like, I don't know, an essay or something. I'm trying to use proper grammar and punctuation, which is why I pointed out the fact that I didn't use the right here in my one of my paragraphs. You know, I used listening here instead of HERE. I messed up there. But you know, a lot of their stuff isn't capitalized at the beginning. They're using lingo, like minimized words. I don't know what that's actually called. You know, like the ASF. I don't know what that would be referred to as in lingo. They use the word bro in there. They didn't punctuate at the end of their sentences. Sometimes, you know, just a lot of grammar issues and whatnot. So I was like, it's probably a child. I think this is very child behavior. And I was like, oof, I goofed up even like responding. Like I should have just like not even responded to begin with. But after the first one, I shouldn't even haven't even given them a I'm not going to respond to you again sentence. It should have just been just not responding at all, right? That was my mistake. And then the whole joke of me in here being like, you know, have a good night, wonderful life, blah 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 blah, hugs and head pats. Right, the hugs and head pats I was specifically doing to as like a jab, right, a cheeky jab to upset them with kindness. It's like, oh wait, they're a child. It's like, oof. Like, of course, I didn't assume that. I don't know if this person's a child. They may be a grown-up. I'm just assuming from their behavior, they're a child. So, oof on that. I will probably not be responding to this person again unless they clarify that they're not a child, even though I wouldn't believe them. I wouldn't believe that they're a minor, so, yeah, but I will block them if they say anything crazy, but they're not really saying anything crazy, you know, right? They're trying to just have, like, oh, I have 1,000 IQ kind of conversation. All right, so yeah, that is the KyuuTea drama for today. Again, you don't have to be on my side for that. That is just a interaction that happened on my channel that is drama related. You know, we don't really get this quite often. This was probably the biggest kind of like drama back and forth that I've had in a long time. Other than with the Stan person, like I haven't had something like this since the Stan comments, and I think that happened last year when that Stan showed up and just went nuts in the comments section, I think. So it's been a long time. So, I mean, that's exciting, right? To have this kind of like stupid drama show up, because it doesn't really bother me. I don't really care about it. It's just here to talk about on KyuuTea Drama. We're just here to have fun, right? But yeah, that is it. Again, I think unfortunately, I think this was a child who just doesn't have any sort of, I don't know what to say, tough skin, enough tough skin again, because I get really like, this is all from me just saying put some meat on their bones. Like, wow, I could have said so much more worse things. People say so much much worse online, and that's what is so bad. Oh, that's reminded me of the rant I want to go on. You might hate me for this though. Like, people watching who are like, they're on my side might actually hate me now, because what I was talking about with her and the meat on your bone thing is doesn't actually have anything to do with body positivity. But when it comes to body positivity, I actually am someone who, when they see someone who is morbidly skinny, a way to say it, you know, like I guess anorexic, but like morbidly skinny or morbidly obese, I'm like, please, like in my head, I'm not gonna talk to them and say this to them, like, please, like, take better care of yourself. Like, out of like empathy, if we want to go there, it's like, please eat a burger, please exercise or do something, because it's like, you know, again, empathy of like not wanting them to like just die. 'Cause to me, it's almost like you're committing a very slow form of self-exit by, you know, starving yourself or overeating. And I'm pretty sure like a while back, a lot of obese content creators actually started dropping like flies, like literally like in their late 20s, early 30s from just eating too much, right? And it's just like, again, please take care of yourself. You can take that as like some sort of like evil thing, if because a lot of people are just like crazy like that, but I'm just like literally just with empathy am saying, please take care of yourself. It's no different from me saying don't smoke cigarettes, don't, you know, get drunk, don't do drugs. It falls in the same category of that. Like, please take better care of yourself. But, again, you can do whatever you want. It's your body. You can do whatever you want. I said that in that video. But just when I see someone, you know, from my point of view, essentially, you know, can we say, YouTube's so stupid with the rules, you know, harming themselves, I guess. If I see someone harming themselves via food, either from too much or lack of, in my head I'm just like, you know, again, please eat a burger, or please stop eating so much, please get some exercise. In the same way that I would say, you know, stop smoking, or don't smoke, don't do drugs, don't get, you know, drunk off out of your mind, yada yada yada, whatever. Right, so some people might be mad about that. I'm specifically going out of my way to say that, knowing that people might get mad, and am fine with them getting mad. But again, that's just my opinion on that kind of things. Again, it's from a place of empathy, though. Again, if we find another person like this, that's like their entire thing is just to argue online and spin everything against you. I'm assuming there's some sort of way, if someone like is saying, hello, I am saying this out of empathy for humanity, they'll be like, oh, you're the Satan, you're Satan. So I don't know. Anyways, that is the QT for today. Again, if there's a better name for the QT drama, let me know, because we could probably go with more like that. The QT. There's some sort of rhyme in there, I know, because QT. I don't know what it would be though. Again, let me know if I should get rid of the drama or if I should just call it the QT. You know, the QT could be fine because you could have like the above the Q, and then I could make the steam lines look better, because I threw that picture to get it in like a second. So anyways, QT drama over. We can get to the video. Like 30 minutes in, everyone's already exited the video. They've lost all hope that it would ever start. Question mark. I'll have like the little timestamp on the bottom that says, hey, this is the QT drama section, and you can just skip it. Hopefully anyone who didn't want to watch it just skipped it and then like just click off the video completely. I know it's kind of shooting myself in the foot having such a long drama filled, long-winded section like that in a video. But you know, that's just something I want to do. We could just make them their own video, you know, like a Stephanie video. It's like, oh, let's talk about the drama today. Here's the drama. But again, we're just putting them in front of the videos. Let me go ahead and turn the audio off. I just had the music on for that, just to have a little bit of ambiance in the background. Yeah, now we can finally, after 1,000 years, get into the Stephanie video, which is an hour long, and I've already spent half an hour recording this so far. Should I speed it up like 2 times and make that guy who commented the other day saying that the videos being sped up is annoying? Should I just make them even faster? Oh yeah, I'll also probably just have a post on YouTube saying, hey, there's going to be a long drama section at the beginning of the video. If you don't want to hear it, skip it, right? Just to make sure everyone's on the same page.
There were 2 instances in the past 2 months where my brain has been melting. It's just been seeping out of my skull through the ears. The solidification of my brain is gone. It is no longer jello. It became liquid and came out like hot oil. I'm gonna tell you guys about both times. The first time was I decided that I was gonna do exposure therapy. I was gonna lessen my social anxiety by going out there, purposefully putting myself out there and going to the eye doctor. And you're like, what? That sounds like a normal thing. Don't get me wrong. I go to the eye doctor every year. I get my retinas checked out every year. I get my pupils dilated. In fact, this year I've gone many a times because I was convinced that I was going blind in one eye. Long story short, I'm fine. I don't have 20/20 vision. In fact, if I take off my contacts and you're throwing pickleballs at me, I will get hit every single time. You won't miss. I will actually.
You told him you're.
I went to the eye doctor because I had a pickleball straight to my eye, straight to my.
But so that wasn't just a hypothetical that actually happened.
Optical dome right here, and I had to go to the emergency room, and then I had to go to an eye doctor. I went to an eye specialist
Because
Why is she playing pickleball?
Stephanie is convinced that she saw, what is it?
I saw flashing lights, and that's when you know that your retina is like detaching from your eyeball. And I was like, it's f***ing detaching. And I would lay in bed and I would go, honey, do you see the flashing lights? And he'd be like, no, just close your eyes. I'm like, they're closed.
No,
Just kidding.
Stephanie claimed she saw it once.
Yeah, and then I went to the eye specialist and she was like, you know, you have to see it multiple times. Like, trust me, if your retina is detaching, you will know. However, you are at higher risk for that. So just be careful. Just be careful. That's what she told me. And so I go to this fucking eye doctor like it's my civic duty. I go there every other month. I just show up. I get my pupils dilated. I'm like, is it all good up in there? And I bring my husband. I always bring him because I like when he is sitting on the side and he talks to the doctor. It just, you know, and also we live in a society. I feel like the doctors are always nicer to me when my husband's there. They're like, you want pain meds? Okay. Like everything. Okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. We should write a book on this. It's actually fucked up. However, this eye doctor, I've seen him a couple times. He seems really nice. He's also younger. So I'm like, you know what? I feel like this could be good exposure therapy. And also my husband was busy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go by myself, honey. And he's like, sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, I'm going to talk to this man. I'm going to figure out his life story. I'm going to crack 20 jokes. I'm going to make.
Why? And where are we going with this? Is he going to be like super mean now that her husband's not going to be there? Question mark. I had a weird situation happen with a doctor? Question mark. Not with me, but with someone I was with. Not like in a relationship with. There's just like someone I was there with them at the doctor's place, and like the person was talking about something that was happening. Something bad that happened to us, and like the doctor was doing something, but no, they were supposed to be having a conversation with each other, and he finishes talking about the topic, and the doctor just says, "That's fantastic" or "terrific" or something. But he's literally talking about something horrible that happened to us, and he's just like, "Oh, that's fantastic," and it's just like, oh my god, you have not been listening to a single thing that's been happening, or not a single thing that he just said to you while you're just like on your computer doing whatever, even though again they were having conversation. Like he initiated the conversation and then they were just talking, and then he's like, that's fantastic. It's like, yeah, we'll use the same analogy as I used earlier. It's like if someone said, hey, someone shot my grandma to death, question mark. And then the guy was like, oh, that's fantastic. It's not that egregious, but just to make my point, that's basically how it played out. Right? So it's just an anecdote that of something that happened. Was it recently? Like I think this was last year, question mark.
Him giggle gaggle. This is how I get exposure and my social anxiety goes down. So I show up there, I sit in that fucking chair, I make sure that he wipes the thing because so many faces are on there, and I start yapping. I'm yapping away. I'm cracking jokes. I'm cracking a lot of jokes. I forgot what jokes I was cracking, but it was really good. I think one of them was something to do with the ice ages because it was getting chilly. Anyway, really like top tier shit, like Netflix comedy special level shit, okay?
Like this video?
Yes, I'm having a good time. And the very first sentence out of his mouth, because the whole time he's been like, okay, yeah, no, I see. And then
same thing with the person I was just talking about, right? They were just like, yeah, they were giving the, I'm listening, but not really kind of answers as well.
The next words out of his mouth are, oh yeah, so my wife has the same thing. And I went, oh no. oh no. And then I started getting in my head. This is why I have social anxiety, because I overthink every interaction and I go, wait, I have just been over the top yapping for the past 15 minutes. Like, ha ha haing so loud. This man thinks I'm hitting on him. I don't know if that's true, but in my head, it was true because the first thing he brings up is his wife. So then I'm like, oh my fucking God. I shut down because I'm like, now there is this man out in the wild.
Because he brought up, quote, his wife.
But that was the first sentence he said. So then I was like, how do I bring up my husband? But then I was like, no, but that's even weirder if I just bring up my husband. So then I was like really in my head about it. And then the rest of the eye appointment, I said 2 words. I said but nothing. I just sat there and went, okay, thanks. And now he thinks I'm like a stone cold bitch. I don't know what's happening, but it made my brain melt. And I came home and I was like, honey, okay, let me explain. And he was like, babe, you're fine. You're fine. I don't think he thinks that, but it's in my head. You know what else is in my head? Science. These are the only 2 things I think about. When the lights go off, I see a flashing light. No, I'm just kidding. When the lights go off, other than the flashing light.
I don't know what she means by like flashing light, like bright white or what? Because should I be worried? Question mark.
I think about the eye doctor thinking I'm hitting on him, that there is a man out there that thinks I hit on him. Offensive. No, just kidding. And then this, science. I think about this science every day. Have you ever heard of science? You've heard of it. Nope. I showed you this. Okay, I know. Science is the science of eating cake. And it all starts from the most
What?
famous tutorial on how to eat cake. You think that you can just put cake in your mouth and eat it enjoyably? Like, that's not possible. There is a girl named KyuuTea, and she's a live streamer, and she's selling cake. Live streamers, when they sell food, they like to give the viewers a close-up of the food. They like to give descriptions on how it tastes because they need to be able to sell it to you through the screen.
Sure.
So she has a little cake in front of her, and she's like, hey guys, I'm fucking selling this cake. And I'm like, ooh, this cake is crazy looking. It just looks like a normal Paris baguette cake. That's what we call Paris baguette. We call it Paris baguette, okay? It's a Paris baguette cake. And she cuts a slice, puts it on her plate. Her filters are out of this world.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but like since Stephanie just brought it up, yeah, it looked like she had filters on because it was kind of warbling there. So I definitely noticed the filters, but I wasn't gonna bring it up. But you know, Stephanie opened the floodgates.
Maybe she looks like that in person, but these filters always throw me off, okay? But anyway, she's live streaming, she's poking, she's stirring at this cake with the fork. Like, this is not a pot.
It's just like a Chinese thing, right? Just have like 8,000 filters on? Question mark.
This is not macaroni in a pot. Like, what are you stirring? But she's like picking at this cake to the point where all the comments are getting frustrated and they're telling her, KyuuTea, just eat the fucking cake. By the way, she's beautiful. Like, she's stunning. She's very pretty and she's very composed and she's proper and she's like high class is the vibe. And she's
like, there's no need for the filters.
describing the cake. The way that she moves her hands is very elegant. It's very elegant. Like, no eye doctor would think that she's hitting on them. Does that make sense? Like, that's the type of person she is. And they're like, eat the cake. Why don't you want to eat the cake? If you want us to buy the cake, eat the cake. They keep asking her. And so she finally reads the comments and she says, take a bite. And she's laughing with her assistant who's off camera to the side. And she says, yes, I will eat it now. Let me show you guys how.
Huh? Oof.
Okay. I would assume she doesn't want to eat it because, you know, sugar, calories, empty calories, whatever, right?
吃一口，吃一口，会吃会吃，是的，大家示范一下，示范一下。
And I said, what do you mean? Show me how to eat a cake. What do you mean? You just eat the cake. And she says, I was just focused on describing the cake to you, you know, just now, but I'm going to eat it now. She's eyes staring into the depths of my soul. I'm getting hypnotized by this lady. And she has her pinky up. She gets her tiny little fork, gets a tiny little...
Not the freaking fancy pinky. That was such a big deal when I was young, like in the early, I guess late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know if it was even early 2000s, just like late 90s maybe. The whole holding utensils with your pinky out. I don't remember what popularized that. What was it? I can't remember. You know, obviously some sort of cartoon or cartoons. You know, maybe multiple cartoons did it. The whole like pinky out thing makes you look more fancy, right? So like kids used to do that a lot, just emulating the cartoons.
Little piece of cake, opened her mouth in slow motion, puts the cake in her mouth. There's like the softest little rim of cream on the top of her lip, and she flicks it with her tongue. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening with this cake?
好，我们往内做一个。
And people are already in the comments getting weirded out by that bite of cake. It was so unsatisfying. Like, what's happening? It's not that serious.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
It's very like... And like her
The
hands
audio
are
listeners are like, okay.
her hands are like covering her mouth and they're very bony. Her fingers are bony and they're just splayed in front of her and she keeps covering her mouth and she just says, you know, I'm eating it. And she says, I feel the texture is delicate. And she's using both of her hands to kind of, you know, pull the words out of her eye. Mainly,
I don't know if let's go back for a second. Hold on.
delicate. And she's using both of her hands to kind of, you know, pull the words out of her eye. Mainly, it has a light, milky aroma, and its creaminess level reaches the upper palate. And she's got her index fingers pointed upward, and it's well manicured. For some desserts, the taste only lingers on your tongue coating.
Tongue coating.
But,
Chinese 舌苔 is like the fuck. Okay.
but for this one, the
Tongue coating, an actual word
milky
that's
aroma
used.
fills your entire mouth and even your nasal cavities with the rich and creamy aroma taste. So I think us girls should keep some good dessert in the fridge and take a bite at night when you crave it.
然后觉得它的口感，
Sure. I know I was just talking about you know, taking care of yourself. But at the same time, you know, eat whatever you want. Question mark. You know, eat that cake. Inhale that cake. But then maybe take care of yourself afterwards. Though I'm kind of like we're rolling back into the QT thing for a second. If I would have said what Stephanie just said about her, you know, her bony fingers, would I gotten in trouble? Because I don't think I was thinking that, but like, I feel like that person would have got upset about that, and she just like, and I'm kind of just realizing if Stephanie does not play around a lot, like she will talk trash in these videos all the time, and say whatever. So it's like, I'm confused on that person. I would assume that person is a fan of Stephanie, but like Stephanie will talk trash, will she not, about people? Like easily. I don't necessarily think her saying this woman has bony fingers is her talking trash, but it could be considered an insult. Question mark. She also just said she pulled whatever out of her butt, right? So I'm just like, how would that person react to this video? It's like, again, like, hello, what's wrong with them? Again, QT's done. I just wanted to bring that up because it's like, wait a minute. I just had the realization of like, Stephanie does not hold back a lot of the times, and yet you're upset at me? Okay, we're done.
非常的绵密，而且呢，它主要就是一个，
Oh, I probably should be reading this.
然后觉得它的口感，
The cake texture is delicate and dense, with a milky and light milky
奶
aroma.
香和奶香，它那种香浓的程度会觉得它
Its creaminess will immediately hit your upper palate. Some desserts, their sweetness is only on your tongue coating. Okay, so there's a use of the word tongue coating, so it's on the roof. Is that what you're saying? Oops, I just turned the audio down.
奶香和奶香，它那种香浓的
Will immediately hit your upper palate, so I'm guessing the roof of your mouth is what you
会
meant
觉得
there.
它是直达你的上颚。有些甜品它的甜只是在你的舌苔上，它的奶香是
But its milkiness fills your entire mouth and nasal cavity with a rich fragrance.
让你整个口腔，包括你的可能鼻腔，都是弥漫着那种很香浓的味道。所以我是觉得大家女孩子是真
So
的
I think us girls can really stock up on some good desserts in the refrigerator
好的甜品在冰箱里面，甚至深更半夜突然
and take a bite at night when you crave it.
Immediately,
So what's funny is like the word you use, it sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
But in Chinese, they all have the same 口腔 is mouth.
nasal cavity.
Nasal cavity is 鼻腔, 口腔. And they all end with the same word. So it's like she's almost...
She's trying to be poetic about it.
Yeah, it's like 鼻腔, 口腔. Like that's why all the jokes start coming in.
Let me tell you, this is the most f***ing ridiculous cake eating thing. It immediately goes viral. In fact, it goes so viral that all the girls end up going to buy a slice of cake. Not even the cake that she's promoting, just like a random cake from the grocery store. They come home, hide their cameras, and they start describing the cake. They take a bite in front of their husbands. They're in
Like a
sweats.
TikTok trend?
Yes, it's a TikTok trend, and they take a bite and they go, Ooh, the texture here is delicate yet dense. Mainly it has a light milky aroma that reaches the nasal cavity, and then it goes all the way down to your pelvic cavity, and then it reaches the tippy tops of your toes before it eventually exits gracefully through your anus. And all the husbands are just like, what is happening?
我给你示范一下，我会直达你的
I had to read this
Husbands
as
are
well.
just like, what is happening?
Let me demonstrate to you how to eat this
我
cake.
给你示范一下，我会直达你的
It will reach your oral cavity, nasal cavity, brain cavity.
胸腔，
What was that? Thoracic cavity? What was that?
直达你的
couldn't-
口腔、鼻腔、脑腔、
Brain?
胸腔。
Thoracic? Why did I not know that word? What the heck? Thoracic cavity. There.
胃腔、
Stomach cavity. Pelvic cavity.
This is terrifying. Everyone starts doing this trend. They don't even do it with cake. They do it with everything
Celery.
that they can get their fucking hands on.
有一股
It has a light scallion aroma and flavor
葱香，
That's
有葱香的
silly.
味道，它是直冲你的上。
that hits your palate directly.
一般不好的大葱
Bad scallions usually only stay on your tongue coating. We're using that word coating again.
只会停留在你的舌苔上，所以说我们
Therefore, we must eat some good quality scallions
吃一些好的大葱。那这样的话，你
so that your oral cavity, nasal cavity, brain cavity, chest cavity, stomach cavity, and your pelvic cavity
None of this makes sense. First of all, what do you mean it's reaching your nasal cavity? That doesn't even make sense. Like, people are saying, am I sniffing the cake or am I eating the cake? Your tongue...
Well, isn't taste like 90% smell or something like that? So that makes sense to me. It's all the other stuff, like that pelvic cavity.
Coating, that's like a white coating on your...
But I guess even like pelvic cavity could be like, oh yeah, I mean, because it's being digested and then coming out, so sure. Brain cavity, like what? But okay, your brain is like pumping out chemicals from joy of eating the food. So if you want to make it make sense, it can make sense.
On your tongue, it's not even supposed to be good for you. You're not supposed to have like a thick tongue coating. Also, cake, put it in the fridge and take a bite at night when you crave it. What do you mean you're supposed to take a bite? It doesn't make any sense.
示范一下。
Let me introduce you. So I really recommend us girls save some nice math tests at home when you feel like your life is going something. I didn't quite catch it. I was trying to read it fast, but
可以推一些好的数学试真的家里。当你觉得
when your life is going too well,
生活过得太好的时候呢，就拿出来
take one out to solve. Not bad idea. So if it's, I mean, that's funny, right? If your life's going too well, make sure to, try to crank that life down a little bit and do some math. Be miserable for a little, like 10 minutes.
做一张，还蛮不错的。
And my question was, Tiffany, because my sister-in-law shows me this, and then she's like, isn't it crazy? Because she kept, listen, Tiffany was going through a phase where she kept making these inside jokes that only Chinese people understand, and she kept describing food at the dinner table in like a weird way, and she thought it was cute, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. Then I saw the video. I got it now. It clicked, and I'm like, who is this lady? She said, you're never gonna believe it. You're gonna die. I said, I'm gonna believe it. It's fine. Like, I'm not gonna die. Just tell me. Huang Xiaoming's girlfriend. Do you guys remember?
I thought he might have been familiar because I thought I saw him in like hovering over the video, or maybe he's on the thumbnail. Question mark for this video. I'm not sure, but I thought it was this guy.
Huang Xiaoming. This is Mr. CEO Bad Boy. He is the head bitch in charge, Angela Baby's husband. I don't know him by anything else.
Ex-husband.
Oh yes, Angela Baby's ex-husband. Angela
$120
Baby's...
million wedding.
Exactly. That's Huang Xiaoming. This is his new girlfriend. And I was like, I didn't even know what was going on. So she gave me the rundown, and let me give you the rundown.
Are they married yet? Though I guess this video is relatively new, so I would assume no, it was 5 months ago. So I would assume not.
Angela Baby and Huang Xiaoming.
How's this 5 months ago? How did I not react to this video yet?
If you guys remember, Huang Xiaoming was the biggest, baddest male actor in the Chinaverse for a really long time. He took all the bad boy CEO roles. He's the one that's doing all the roles where they slam you up against the wall, And then the problem with Huang Xiaoming, though, is that he started doing this thing where he would bring all of that energy that his character possesses. Like, in America where a person will play a character, the guy who played Kendall Roy from Succession, and then now all of his interviews...
I don't know who she's talking about.
Everyone's like, he has become Kendall Roy. Like, it's actually crazy how he
Really?
is the character. Yeah. I think he's going to play Mark Zuckerberg in the next movie. He's just embodied that, like, boy rich guy character so hard that I don't know what his personality is actually outside of that. And so Huang Xiaoming decides, I'm going to be this in and out of the set, in and out of the drama sets. And so he would go on these reality shows, and there would be these clips that started going viral. So this is after he marries Angela Baby. So him and Angela Baby get married.
Infamously, his line during the wedding, he said to Angela Baby, he said,
I want to see what it says.
He marries Angela Baby. So him and Angela Baby get married.
Infamously, his line during the wedding.
Honestly, I'm really nervous today. I have to say this. My baby,
He said to Angela Baby, he said,
you're doomed.
oh, baby, you're in
From now on, just wait and see. I've never treated any woman this well before. I only want to bring
trouble.
He basically said,
you the best things in the world. What you like is what I like. What you wish is for... don't skip it. Why you put it down there if you're going to skip it?
I'm gonna...
Hold on, go back.
Baby, you're in trouble.
he
You're the best thing in the world. What you like is what I like. What you wish for is what I wish for. Even when you're 70 or 80, when we've lost our teeth and can barely walk, I'll still love you and spoil you just like I do now. Treating you as my little princess. I know she's reading it, but I'm just gonna read the whole thing. Little princess, you always ask me, what if you spoil me too much? Well then, let me spoil you. Jesus Christ, it just keeps going on. That way no one else will be able to take you away from me.
able to look at anyone else again.
Good.
He's like, you're ruined from today onward.
Oh, the you are finished. I thought, what is better, you are finished or you are doomed?
And it was just like the most badass CEO moment of the wedding, and everyone thought it was so cringe. And at that time, Angela Baby was much smaller than him. But as their marriage was progressing, Angela Baby gets more and more roles. She's becoming the bigger star. He's going down in fame.
For some reason, when she said she's much smaller than him, I thought she meant stature. I don't know why that's what I thought when I heard that. And she was going to somehow say she somehow gets bigger than him. Like, what do you mean she gets bigger than him, physically? Like, what? But she means in the acting scene.
But as their marriage was progressing, Angela Baby gets more and more roles. She's becoming the bigger star. He's going down in fame, mainly because the guy is just so cringe. First of all, he's surpassing the age group where he can keep doing this. Like, once you passed a solid, I actually don't know how guys age. I have no clue. But he's just looking.
You know, be cringe as long as you want, right? You can do whatever you want. Question mark. Be cringe. To be cringe is to be free. Is that how the silly saying goes? I may be cringe, but I am free.
A little too unk. He's looking a little too unk to be behaving like he's oppa. You know what I mean? Like, you either look like oppa, you gotta act like oppa. If you look like unk, you gotta act like unk. You gotta make dad jokes. You gotta be funny, and you gotta be approachable. You can no longer be...
Baby, you're ruined.
Like, you can't do that anymore. So he would go on these reality shows, and there would be these moments where everyone has to coordinate. It's all like these challenges. And there'd be someone sitting next to him, and they would say, well, what do you think? Like, should we do this? Should we do this? And he would turn to them and say, it's not what you think. I want it to be what I think.
不要你觉得，我要我觉得。
Which it got to the point where it's interesting because when they first got married, a lot of people were accusing Angela Baby of being a gold digger, of only liking Hwang Xiaoming because he has money and wanting to advance her career. Now, after watching him on all of these variety shows saying, it's not what you think, I want it to be what I think, people are now commenting, now I know why Angela Baby is starring in so many movies. She would rather be on set than be at home. Like, this is, other Angela Baby haters said, I actually think that Angela Baby is doing something good for the humanity by dating Hwang Xiaoming, making sure he's off the streets, because this is crazy. Other people are saying, this is the tutorial on how to be Hwang Xiaoming. Next time you confess to your crush and they say you're not my type, all you have to say is,
I don't want you to think. I want it to be what I think. I am your type. Listen to me.
that's it. Like, people are going crazy over this. And then you can kind of tell. Oh, also, I will say, there is a clip of him that is now ingrained into my brain. It's just like singed into my skull. It's him singing in English, and he sings, no fears, no hunger, no faithless, and he's trying to say not at all, but he says not at all. You think I'm bad at singing, but that's exactly how he sings it. And netizens do not hate him, per se. They're just baffled by his behavior. They just think that this guy is getting crazier and crazier. And you can tell that this is the demise of their relationship.
Yeah, we're still talking, I think we're talking about him and Angela Baby, but this is about this woman, right? The title says she takes a Socialite class and gets pregnant with top actors. Is she going to get pregnant by this guy? But then the internet exposes her. I don't know if she talked about him or she talked about someone in her past life, because they're saying like him and her are together now, question mark.
As his entire PR image is tanking. And it's not even like people are canceling him. They just think that he's just so goofy. They can't take him seriously. People start loving Angela Baby. She becomes the breadwinner in their relationship. And you can tell that that's not going to work well. People are already hypothesizing that Hwang Xiaoming needs a girl who is very submissive. He needs to be the dominant CEO. He needs a girl who's super...
Or aren't they just assuming that?
soft, super in distress. And Angela Baby, she's sick of this guy. There's this one video of them where she's pregnant with their child and she's wheeling out this giant cake for his birthday at this massive party. And I forgot what it was. She was like, oh, happy birthday. And she keeps saying his age, like happy 40th birthday or 43rd birthday or whatever, right? Because that's what you do. And he snaps at her in front of everyone saying like, why do you keep bringing up my age? And she looks like she's about to cry, but she keeps just clapping because it's so embarrassing. Like, why are you screaming at your wife?
Damn, he's insecure about his age.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so it becomes no surprise when January 28th, 2022, the two of them post on Weibo, thankful for everything we've had, we're still going to be a family in the future. And after so many years of marriage, I think like 6 years of marriage, they're officially getting divorced. I will say very early on in the divorce news, people were...
I don't remember if they had children together or not. Like, do they still have children, which is why they have to still say a family, or no?
Very split on which side of the partnership that they want to take side. Are they going with mommy or are they going with daddy? That's what the fan base
Do you have to take sides? I mean, is it any of your business, question mark?
is thinking. Who are you going with in the divorce? A lot of people still just don't like Angela Baby. I honestly don't know why people don't like Angela Baby. I mean, maybe I'm forgetting something, but every time I come across her, she seems so unproblematic.
I don't know.
I don't know why,
really don't know
but she has
either.
such a big group of haters. I don't know. Yeah. So some people are like, I just don't like Angela Baby. I'm going with daddy. Other people are like, he's so cringe. And like, Angela Baby's been growing on me. Her work ethic is great. She's doing her own thing now. I'm going to go with Angela Baby. And then eventually everything.
Again, like, why does it matter? Question mark. They get a divorce. Let them get divorced. Like, who cares? Like, what do you mean you have to pick a side? Like, why do you have to pick a side? Question mark.
Falls apart because it just gets worse. Everyone starts siding with Angela Baby to the point where Hwang Xiaoming has to apologize publicly, and one of his movies tanks completely.
This is right after the divorce?
Yes, right after the divorce, February 15th of 2022. A few months after the divorce, there are rumors that Hwang Xiaoming is dating a new woman. And there are rumors that, okay, so people are like, we don't really know who she is. And then some people are saying, we think it's Yaka. And everyone's like, who the fuck is Yaka? We don't know her. Yaka, sorry. Yaka. Okay, we don't know her. So as a result, netizens, they start searching and then they start looking into them because they're like, okay, she looks like she has a social media presence. She kind of acts like an influencer. So maybe we can figure some things out. February 15th, 2022. This is like a month after the divorce announcement. Both of them go on to post on social media showing what looks like the same style of sweet dumplings. It's like a type of food. And it looks like they're making the same food. And the aluminum cooking table looks looks the same. It looks like they're on some sort of cooking class together. Then March, the next one, they have White Valentine's Day. Yucca is posting about this flower that she received, and it's showing in front of a hotel room view. But then when you go onto Hwang Xiaoming's social media, he's also filming at that hotel. He has work obligations, and he's staying at that hotel.
Damn, I'm telling you, these netizens are good.
March, same month. Okay, Hwang Xiaoming goes to the city of Dali to film a movie. Yucca also happens to be in Dali taking pictures and posting.
Could they not just be doing it on purpose though?
Seeing them all over social media around the same time. And then they're both spotted in Fujian. And as this is all developing, originally, Hwang Xiaoming, he's the celebrity. I mean, Yucca, if anything, she's like an influencer, so not really a big deal. If anyone has to post any sort of clarification or any sort of statement, it's going to be Hwang Xiaoming because he's the A-list celebrity. He just got out of the divorce. His fans are looking to him for comment. He stays quiet, but out of nowhere, Yucca's very small influencer page posts an official statement. Actually, I have been single for a while, although I haven't found the best love. I did have a family and a friendship, and I just hope that you guys know that I'm not dating anyone right now. And everyone's like, well, no one really asked like that. Like, they were asking Hwang Xiaoming, but they weren't asking you. And like, it's really weird that you're posting this statement. In fact, it feels like you're posting this statement to tell us that you are dating Hwang Xiaoming. And that
like she want more people to talk about dating and Hwang Xiaoming's dating. And
yeah, and then also it's like, no one was really asking for a statement. So like, the fact that you're giving a statement is giving me some type of vibe. And netizens also found out that Yucca's divorce time was around the same as Hwang Xiaoming's. So she was married to a guy, a very rich guy, and they do have a child together, but they get divorced around January of 2022, which is around the time that Hwang Xiaoming gets divorced. And then if you look at their profile pictures on WeChat, they changed it to be the same picture.
wow.
Okay, so his is like a cat. And if you look at the full picture of this animated cat, it's like another kitten looking at the cat. And she is the other kitten. But you can't see it in their profile pictures. But if you find the original image, it's like two cats looking at each other.
Wow. So the rumor was that they're already talking before both of them got divorced, right?
Yeah, people think that they're dating even prior to this. Because if you go back to when he was still married to Angelababy, she posted on a different Valentine's Day a picture. It's like a drawing. And it's of a guy and a girl. The girl is asking,
I was going to read it, but she's probably going to read it, right?
are you cheating on me? And the boy answers, no, I'm not. And the caption beside them is, the truth is not important. Happy Valentine's Day.
That is crazy.
And so people thought it was just like an artistic photo that she's posting, but then now they're like, okay, it's clicking. Some people had some rumors back then, but this is just confirming because they have this massive digital footprint. Like at one point, they found that in his RV, his trailer, when he's on sets, there's this green mini Kelly, like purse, that's always there. And it all links back to her. And it's like a very specific shade of green.
Yucca. Because she also has a small bag.
Yes.
That looks exactly the same.
Exactly the same. And it's like the exact shade of green. And it's like not a very common shade of green, apparently. So this is a big deal. People start freaking out. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all of the new articles that start getting posted online are not about Hwang Xiaoming cheating on Yucca, or Yucca this, or Angelababy this. It's just about Yucca's beauty. So again, this is just like a random
Yucca's
influencer,
beauty?
and all of the titles and the articles would now read, Yucca's face is amazing. If you look closely, she looks like 50% Angelababy, 30% Li Fei. Yeah, like another one of another ex of Hwang Xiaoming's, who is also a very famous celebrity.
Oh, I don't know then.
And then her big eyes resemble another person who looks like Hwang Xiaoming's. Basically saying, like, the article would literally write verbatim, even Hwang Xiaoming is not even good enough for Yucca. Because she's just so hot. She's like the hottest combination of all of his exes combined. Like takes the hottest parts of every single one of his ex-girlfriends, combines them into one face, and he is undeserving of that face. Now, at this point, people are like, what's going on with these articles? Because again, you're like an influencer. No one's thinking that. And also, if like people are saying if you conventionally put her up against other celebrities, she doesn't have as much aura as any of his ex-girlfriends. Not that we're comparing
What does that even mean?
women, but like what the hell are these articles?
Also, why did we devolve into just constantly talking about aura all the time, or this, or that, or farming, all the new lingo? It's just so silly. But that's just like slang in general, right? Or slingo. That's we invented that word the other day, right? Or whatever day it was, a month ago, whatever. Slingo. It just gets sillier and sillier, you know. The Riz, no cap, or farming, mealing, you know, what have you. It's just like, I'm just too old for this.
Articles coming from. People are also
Can we bring back the word tight, please? I know I mentioned it before. Can we bring back tight? Even though I'm just talking about, you know, being annoyed with all the modern slingo. Can I bring tight back? Again, I used to be someone who used to say the word dog after every other word, you know, DAWG in my youth, but we don't have to bring that one back. It's funny just to say it every now and again, just to be funny and cringe, but we don't have to bring that one fully back. But tight, can we bring tight back? Or can we evolve into like Xenon? I know I'm making this exact same statement that I made before. Can we evolve into like Xenon, Girl of the Future, whatever that movie series is called, and start using Zetus Lepidus? You know, can we advance to the year 3000, whatever, and start doing that?
As any of his ex-girlfriends. Not that we're comparing women, but like what the hell are these articles coming from? People are also trying to figure out who the hell even is she? These
So
articles.
are we saying that she paid for these articles to be written?
Absolutely, that is my personal belief and opinion, and you
She has that kind of money?
Cannot change my mind without some sort of official document that has been notarized. I'm being so for real. Like, there is no way. There's no way. They even start coming out with like those celebrity bios, you know, like celebrity birth dates. You know, those websites that are just always inaccurate. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm
famous birthday.
Yeah, I'm born in South Korea. Like, I'm like, okay,
You're not.
I'm not. But a lot of them are like, no, she's from South Korea, originating from South Korea. And I'm like, I mean, I guess, but it's my English that bad.
So, but you know, it all adds up. So right now, the image is like she's like doing a lot of mind games.
It gets even crazier. So then all these articles start popping up about how hot she is, how she has the perfect proportions, how if you had to go to a doctor, that's like, if you had to surgically pick the most beautiful face in the world, who would it be? And it's like, oh, it's this random ass influencer named Yeka that nobody's ever heard of. It's going to be her. And then new articles start popping up because they're like, we need to have some depth to this persona. And it's all about Yeka, born in 1992. She's a few years, 15 years younger.
1992. Oof. Just because it's pretty close to me, question mark. Wasn't expecting her to be like the same ballpark.
Then Huang Xiaoming. She's a douyin influencer with over 800,000 followers, which I know I said small influencer, and Tiffany was saying, listen, don't get offended, but China is so big, okay? We've got like 1 billion people. So if you're under 1 million, you're kind of a micro influencer. And I said, oh,
Yes.
And so I was like, okay.
I mean, Stephanie has 5 million though, so
Yeah.
Okay, so not going there. Okay, so she's like, you're just like, it's just a thing. Like, they even have like a 1 million follower club. So like, once you hit 1 million, you're like a certified influencer. You can go around and say, oh, I'm an influencer, right? But under 1 million, it's like a side hobby, she's saying. So it's really cutthroat. So she's got 800,000 followers, but now there are all these crazy articles written about her that are uplifting her. I mean, usually when an influencer dates a celebrity, it's like, what the fuck does she even do? Make videos? It's like crazy, you know? But they're all like, you know, she is considered one of the most
Damn,
beautiful
her PR team
influencers.
working overtime.
Bro.
They're trying to build her up to announce the dating. Oh.
So she's
probably.
They're talking about how she started on Douyin and she's so wealthy that she's just different and she's not really someone who needs the internet fame. She just likes to post her daily life, and naturally, because she's so beautiful and stunning and because she drives a Rolls Royce, people naturally started following her, and it was like an unexpected surprise. She's attended an elite private school since kindergarten. She graduated from Shenzhen University, which is huge, with a major in broadcasting and hosting.
I know this one.
Okay.
She's a podcaster.
Oh, yeah. No, this one is really bad. He's giggling, and I'm just going to give you a spoiler alert. So people were able to hunt down all this information later on because they're like, I don't know, it just sounds too crazy. Like, she sounds like she has the resume written by a Chinese mother. Like, a mother who's like, what do I want my daughter to grow up to be? I'm going to write the resume right now. That's what it sounds like. Turns out Shenzhen University does not even have a major in broadcasting and hosting. Turns out she failed too many classes. She didn't even graduate from Shenzhen University. But I feel like you already knew that. She once showed off having a limited edition bag that's worth like $1 million.
Oh, go back. I want to look at that.
She once showed off.
Sounds like it looks like it's supposed to be like Windows, right? Is that really worth $140,000? It says up there.
Off having a limited edition bag that's worth like.
And that looks kind of like what, like crocodile, rattlesnake? It can't be a rattlesnake, right? It's too big. Is that supposed to be a freaking alligator / crocodile skin? Like real alligator crocodile? Are people still upset about stuff like that? You know, like PETA? Like, are you supposed to be ashamed of owning skinned clothing and fur? Like, is that still a thing? Is that something people actually upset about? Or is that a long forgotten thing to be mad about? You know, owning literally a crocodile skin bag. You know, like literal Cruella de Vil levels of fashion.
$1 million. Okay.
That's in the article too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, she's like $1 million bag.
$1 million bag holder.
Yes. She's not in the million follower club yet, but she has $1 million bag. So it doesn't even matter at this point. She became a TV host in 2013. No one really knows anything about that. She married her first wealthy husband, Marx Wang. His name is Marx. His family is in the mining business. He bought her a luxury house worth more than $3 million. The wedding was very luxurious. All the invited
people
guests.
Like, know everything.
Why do you think they know everything?
Oh, got it.
Because she told him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you ever see an article that's like Stephanie Su likes to color coordinate her underwear drawer with pink, purple, lilacs in descending ombre color coordinated order. I mean, you better believe that I had some involvement in that because like who else would know that?
I was like, what is she just like being truthful there? Like I literally furrowed my brow in her saying that, like, what is she just like literally just describing her drawer? Like, what the heck?
No, or people make shit up all the time.
Yes, but this one, it's her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Also, I don't color coordinate my underwear drawer.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, what?
Like, if you saw my underwear drawer, you open it up, I don't even fold them. Please leave it in the comments. Do you fold your underwear? I actually think folding underwear is the biggest waste of time ever, because think about it. No one is seeing the underwear drawer. And then you know how, like, I did think about this before too. You know the little things where you have the dividers where you put each undie? And I'm like, I also don't see the point in that. So I got these 2 bins. One is for I'm feeling hot, and one is for I'm not feeling hot. That's pretty much it. That's my categorization of my undies. And he already knows too, because if you open up that drawer, I go from this bin and he's like, oh, she's feeling hot. Okay.
What?
Like, you just know. Do you know which ones are hot and not?
They're all hot.
Stop it!
You're so sick and gross. What's wrong with you?
Especially those like the really big.
Wait, no, you're gonna die, because I got these really comfortable undies, but they're made out of this really, it's like stiff material. I put them on. And he's
Stiff.
like, it looks like you stuffed toilet paper tissue into your undie. But he did say it was hot, so I put them in the hot bucket. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, she was definitely working with these people for these articles. Netizens also did find, because people are saying that this is just very strange. This is very strange. At this point, nobody really thought weirdly of Yeka until these articles start coming out. They start digging into her. There is a picture of Yeka with her first husband and Angela baby. They went
Oof. So are we saying that there is some sort of cheating happening here that no one's ever heard of?
to some sort of event. Angela baby's there, and they end up taking a picture together, and then she ends up dating Angela baby's husband, ex-husband. People are like, this is giving me some weird, it's giving me some weird energy. It's giving, she's plotting, she wants her life, she wants to be Angela baby number 2. And why does she look so much like Angela baby? Everyone is saying she looks like she went to the doctor and said, can you make me look like Angela baby? And then that's what the doctor did.
Do they? They look like 2 different people to me.
I will give you something too. People were asking in the comments if she has had any work done. And you know what? I'm going to save that for a second. But first, we got to go back into her
Isn't the answer yes, so you have to ask?
her first marriage. So all of these articles are talking about how she's a female entrepreneur. She's the director of these massive companies. She only drives around in a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. She has luxury cars. Her quality of life is fantastic. All of these things. And everyone's wondering, why would she even get a divorce? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Turns out her first husband, the article state, cheated on her with a small influencer. And then he offered her $14 million as a divorce settlement. And she said, I don't even need it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even need it, you know, just let's sign the papers. And so all of this goes public and everyone is like, okay, we're gonna look into you. And they don't really find anything about her. They just find pictures of her where she's just going on vacation and is driving a Rolls Royce. But throughout the rest of the year, there's so many pictures of her and Hwang Xiaoming going to different places. She keeps posting very suggestive photos where it makes it seem like she's wearing a diamond ring and now everyone's like, oh my God, are they engaged? And it gets to the point where
I think she's just being cheeky, right, with the pictures. I was saying, like, at the very beginning, they were already, like, trying to instigate something with their profiles. Like, it wasn't just people trying to be detectives. Look at, I'm such a good detective. I found out, like, you know, he's here and she's here at the same time, and this and that. Like, I feel like it was staged that way.
where now Hwang Xiaoming feels like he has to say something. And it's all because Yeka posts first. She posts a screenshot of Hwang Xiaoming and his team talking to her where she tells them, I'm going to say something about the rumors, like, I'm going to shut it down. And then he's like, no, I will do it. She posts that screenshot. I don't know if she was trying to make us believe that she posted that accidentally, because later she deletes the screenshot.
Okay, context, right?
Yeah.
There's some rumors, everyone's talking about maybe they are dating, maybe they're not, whatever. Out of nowhere, boom, a post of a screenshot of a conversation between her and Hwang Xiaoming's team.
A private conversation.
And that's the only context she gave. She said, I'm going to say something and shut it down.
Exactly.
And Hwang Xiaoming said, no, baby.
I'm going to shut it down.
I will do it. I will shut it down.
And then immediately after, he goes on Weibo and he says, sorry for taking up public resources, but everyone can stop guessing. We are together. Heart. Then, 15 minutes later, he edits the message and tags Yeka. Yeka then goes...
He forgot to tell people who is he with. We are together. Wait, hold up.
I feel like you should have just left it there. I shouldn't have even tagged her. Just let people keep trying to figure out who he's talking about.
Together with this one. Come here, let's take a picture. Okay, so he forgets to tell everyone.
He's like, it's all about me.
Yeah, he's like, who cares?
Who cares?
Oh, it takes 2 to be in a partnership? Okay, fine. Let me tag her. And then immediately after that, she deletes the group chat screenshot that she had posted. So people feel like she posted that to pressure him into saying that they're dating.
Oh, that makes sense.
Exactly.
Like, she's saying, I'm going to say something now because the rumor is getting too big. So let me announce it or let me get some conversation.
Exactly. And she becomes a sensation overnight. She gains another 100,000 followers overnight. Still not in the 1 million follower club, although I do
I was like, if she's already at 1 million, but I guess she wasn't at 1 million. She's 1 million now.
think she is now after her cake eating shenanigans. But yeah, she becomes the... Okay, so for the first month after it goes public, everyone's like, no, this girl is weird. We think she's a clout chaser. We think she's a gold digger. And she's just kind of sus. I don't know if she's from an elite kindergarten private school who then grew up and went to Shenzhen. Like, but nobody really...
Wait, did I miss that part where she's the elite kindergarten nonsense? I must have missed that when she was going on and on and on about all that stuff.
cares about her like that? They're just like, I don't know, it's weird. Some people are just saying that he went down after Angelababy, like he's settling for less. Some people think like they just don't like them because they were allegedly maybe cheating while he was still married to Angela. Like there was just not a positive connotation with either of them. It was just like, whatever, who cares about either of them? Let them do their thing. A month after that though, everything changes because she decides to eat a fucking cake on live stream. And this cake changes everything because she is now, it is a new term coined K-science.
Okay, her name is Ye Ke. Science in Chinese is 科学. Even though both has Ke in there, they're completely different spelling. People just replace the word. Now it's like 科学. Like her last name still sounds like science. So they say whatever she's doing, it's a form of science.
Oh, it is a science. Her eating cake is a science. People started putting that cake video up side by side with Angelababy, who's eating dessert. So Angelababy did like a big magazine shoot, and she is making this like cream puff. And she's like, this is definitely a very high calorie way to eat it because she's spreading cream and jam. And then she takes a big hearty bite, and she's like, but it's so good. This is like one of my favorites.
Big hearty bite. I mean, if it's gonna be a big hearty bite, you just stick that whole thing in your mouth at one go. Question mark. Just pop that in.
And so people are like,
That'd be like a very man thing to say, but like I don't know. I don't know if I would have went to like bite down straight into that jam. You know, just eat the whole thing, flip it up, put the jam straight onto your tongue.
because she's spreading cream and jam, and then she
I don't know if I would actually do that. Right? Don't analyze what I'm saying.
takes a big hearty bite, and she's like, but it's so good. This is like one of my favorites. And so people are like, I feel like that's classy.
Whereas this whole like nasal in the nasal cavity in the pelvic region, like you can pretty much, it goes all the way up until you can feel it in your fucking neural pathways.
and all that's in your brain is a slice of cake. Just circling around is the cake.
Also, the way she said
That's kind of funny. So Metopia just came out. If you know about Metopia, and that's like an event that can happen. Is like, hey, my head feels funny. Can you look inside? And it's just a bunch of food inside their head. Like literally, it's like just almost depicted like this.
pathways.
What she just
And
did.
all that's in your brain is a slice of cake. Just circling around is the cake.
Also, the way she say that, all the girls should save or collect a piece of fine dessert in your fridge. In the late night, you take a bite. It's almost like
It's like a wine.
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about? It's just a piece of cake.
And then people were actually like, okay, it sounds like wine, right? And people found sommeliers or whatever online, and they describe wine like that. So this girl went online and went to like, because you know, wine is like the most pretentious way. I love wine people, whatever. Do your thing. Who cares? Literally, who cares? No one cares. I don't care. I just get very anxious when they like pour a sip at those really fancy restaurants, and then the person is just like standing there, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I go, so good. Keep pouring. Like, I don't know what to do. Okay, that's the only time I hate wine people. Like, why are you breathing down my neck? I already ordered it. You're already gonna charge me for it. It's just like pour it in the glass and then walk away. But instead, I don't know if I'm supposed to like spin it around the cup. Some people are like, you gotta smell it.
You gotta do.
What is the thing? Well, she just said, you know, you look at it, you spin it in the cup, you smell it, question mark, and then do you drink it after that, or do you take like a little taste, question mark? You take maybe like a little taste, or maybe just you swig it, and you know, swig it, wash it around your mouth, get it all over your mouth, all over your tongue, then maybe you swallow. I don't know.
Do what you're
Something like
doing.
that.
Yeah, you gotta do the nails, the pinky.
Hitting my neural pathway.
And then I just start
pelvic
gargling
floor.
it. Yeah. I'm like, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom with it real quick. I don't know what I'm doing. And so people went to these wine videos and they describe wine the way that she. So apparently tongue coating is a big thing in wine. Nasal cavity is a big thing in wine. Aroma is a big thing in wine. Like, I mean, which is so valid because you don't go to fucking Heidi Lao and you're like, the aroma. You know what? I'm gonna be such a menace. I'm gonna go eat hot pot one day and I'm gonna start being yucca. I'm gonna start being the tomato. See, the firmness is soft to the point where when it goes down and travels the esophagus, you can almost feel it stop in your chest and take a beat before it goes down into the intestines, where it leaves you with this almost ketchupy aroma because if the tomato flavor profile is already so sweet, it's almost like the sugar in the ketchup. It's Heinz. Like,
But every time we eat hot pot Heidi Lao, the next day we feel it. We feel the aroma. We feel the aroma in the other end.
Honey, I'm trying to be classy.
Crazy.
That's actually crazy because I'm trying to be classy right now. Oh my god.
It actually hits the pelvic cavity.
No,
What is it, pelvic floor?
it does hit the pelvic cavity. We were talking to one of our RM researchers, and she was like, "Oh yeah, no, I've had spicy food before." And I'm like, "Oh, you haven't had hot pot." The next day, she comes in and she's like, "So, I had to take off all of my clothes while I was on the toilet because I was sweaty."
I don't think I've ever done that. Question mark, but I feel like I've heard people talk about that. Like, is that a thing? Like, how hot does the food have to be? Like, do you mean spicy? Like, how spicy we're talking? Because I feel like I've had spicy food. I mean, I live in Texas, so like Mexican food is like normal here. But like, what do you mean by like spicy? So spicy that you have to like you're sweating to death on the toilet.
She's like, I was like fighting, and I was sweating, I was drenched, I had to take off my shirt. I was like having the shakes on the toilet. Yeah, but now she's a hot pot connoisseur. She eats hot pot like us now. But it took her a minute. Yeah, it took her some time. So it's cause science. Even when she's asked about simple things like, do you use a beauty filter? Because let me tell you, you take one look at her video, beautiful girl. I'm not judging anybody's looks. I don't care. But you're using a beauty filter. And she just says,
I'm not using a beauty filter. I only turned on 15% face slimming.
What? Is that not a face filter? Question mark. Like, I think everyone already knows you look fine, so you don't have to lie about using a filter because you look perfectly fine without the filter on. So
the viewers went, question mark, question mark, question mark. Like, what do you mean 15% face slimming? Other people are asking.
She didn't max it out. She said, I could have turned into ET.
Yeah, but she said, you're welcome. I'm doing this for you, so you don't feel shitty about yourself. I only got 15% slimming done.
我没有什么开美颜，其实我瘦脸才开。
they just mentioned ET, but she has a very, should I even say it, or am I gonna get like freaking attacked by the KyuuTea Drama person from the other day? A very alien shape head here, right? You know what I'm talking about. It's not an insult. It's just an offer. It's just an observation. Like, as soon as this video showed up, it looked very alien-esque. The alien shape. I don't know how to describe the alien shape. You know what I'm talking about, the alien shape. Actually, pause there just to like get the pen out so we can draw around that. Like, you know what I mean by alien shape? Question mark. Like that. I mean, that's like crooked, because I'm using the mouse, but you know what I'm talking about. Question mark. Again, just an observation, and it's because of the filters. I don't think her face actually looks like that. Again, not that she needed them. She does look different here than the other photos and videos that we've seen. She looks like a different person here.
And everyone is like, what is happening? Also, like, your face is very blurry, so like we think that you got a face filter on, which is totally fine, but like you would just say that. So then someone asks her during the live stream, did you get any work done on your face? And she denies it. And she said all those before photos that are online, those are edited to make me look bad, and that's actually not true. And then later she's like, okay, fine, I did do a little bit, really did not do much, and she starts using Chinese and English. So she'll say things.
I feel like it's so normal over there. Like, why even like be ashamed of it? Isn't it just everybody and the grandma just comes out of comes into existence with plastic surgery already being done upon them?
Things like, do, and then like a little bit, and then she'll say, really did not do much in English.
And that's not really China, right? That's like more a Korean thing, question mark, right? To just get plastic surgery. What's the country that like actually gifts plastic surgery after some sort of thing? That was Korea, right? South Korea, that will like literally gift you plastic surgery, and it's like an acceptable gift for something, question mark. Maybe like when their kids turn 18, something like that, they'll gift them plastic surgery.
English, like, it's just like
she's mixing Chinese and English, and then the English she chose is do. I didn't do much.
Yeah.
So it's like in Chinese it would be like I didn't 做 much.
Yeah.
I only 做一点点, like a little.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a really bizarre way of.
It's like not a word that you really need to use in English. Like, usually when you have like Konglish, which is Korean and English, it's like, I don't know, mom and dad.
Never heard that word before. I was gonna say, is it just like Spanglish? The use of Spanish and English together.
I don't know the word for that, so I'm just gonna throw it in English while I'm speaking in Korean. But like, do is crazy. Do is unhinged behavior. Like, something is not clicking in that skull. Okay, but she's like, I'm not really like a technology person, and so technology person refers to what Chinese netizens call someone who is completely iPhone faced out.
You're surgeryed out.
You're
like,
high tech.
Yeah, your face is the product of today's technology.
Yeah, it's like medical innovation that you are displaying on your face, which is totally fine, right? But she says, I'm not a head to toe, full body technology person, just a little bit of tech, like 40% tech. And everyone said 40%.
40% is a high number.
It's almost half, which again is fine. No one's judging you, but 40% is almost half. Like, are we forgetting that? But she's like, no. Like, I didn't do face a lot, and she says do face in English, and she said just 40%.
脸上涂了嘛，微度，
Did you do face a little bit, but really not a lot.
但真的涂的不多，不是从头到脚都。
I'm not tech from head to toe. What is the word there? That's underneath the word tech?
科技人，一点点科技，
Just a little tech.
40%科技。
And so everyone is now saying, okay, yucca science, 40% is now small minority. This is not majority. It's actually tiny. So if you own 40% ownership in a company like Alibaba, still nothing. You're broke. You have nothing. You own nothing. Other people are just saying, it doesn't even make sense. She looks AI generated. Okay, like she literally looks
Does she? Question mark. I don't know.
Looks like AI generated person. Fans are also making photo collages showing Yucca's face changing from version 1 to version 2 to version 3. I don't know. I think that's a little mean.
Oh, like the progression of the plastic surgery.
Yeah. I think it's a little mean. But you know, she's a little crazy to the point where people start doing TikToks now. And it's like the husband asking the wife, did you flush the toilet? And they go, flushed a little bit, not a lot. Not a full flush, about 40% flush. But not like full flush like a lot of other people. I just do a little. Do a little, you know. A lot of people are like, when your boss is asking you if you did your work today, I didn't do much, just do a little, you know. Didn't do the whole thing, did 40%, you know.
作业 do 了吗？
Is this the math girl again?
未 do 吧，但真的 do 的
Do the whole thing, did 40%, you know.
作业 do
Did I do homework?
了吗？未 do
A little bit. Do.
吧，但真的 do 的不
Didn't do too much.
40%科
About 40%.
技吧。
So people start using this in school where they'll like film themselves in school where the professor is like, did you do your work? And they're like, do a little bit. So it just keeps going. They're like, this is the gift that never stops giving. In fact, another type of science, it's the way she talks. There's this one time where she's selling clothing, which by the way, people bought her clothing and they said it was the worst clothing ever. There's this one where she's like talking about the clothes and she says, it's a really nice brown color.
Whoa.
And I just think that this brown color just looks a little bit different from other brown colors. No.
That is weird. I need to hear it, like, actually from her.
Like that. Okay, when Tiffany was explaining it to me, I was like, there's no way. I felt like it was the Valley Girl cadence, which I also do sometimes, which is like it's a brown color. Like that.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say Valley Girl, but, like, Valley Girls don't add this weird extra tack on. It's just, you know, the cadence. Like she said, it's not extra moans at the end of your sentences. What the heck?
Get it? Like it's brown color. Like it's attached to the word, right? But there's almost a pause before the it's a brown color.
I think there's a little VTuber thing that does that. Not VTuber thing. The VTubers might do this or trying to be cute. I actually kind of find it kind of annoying to do like what was the sound that I've heard? Like something like that. Like I've heard people like they end their sentences with that, almost like a not a question, but like what is it? How would you describe that? It's almost like saying or like right, something like that. You know, but you're just making that sound at the end of your sentences, and there's other variations of that as well. You know, it's like just like a VTuber anime waifu thing to add an ending to your sentence that's supposed to be cute, but I kind of just find it annoying sometimes. Or we can be like even funny, like Naruto, right? Naruto ends his sentences with "databayo," something like that, which is just gibberish.
Oh, that was the perfect one. She goes, just mid sentence, bro. I'm not fucking with you. This is for real. She goes, it's a brown color. Why are you laughing?
Yo, you're doing it too good. It's keeping me up. What is that?
And she'll go like, thank you, sister.
我小姐姐，状态的。
Netizens are like, bro, this is one we can't even make a TikTok trend. All the girls are like, bro, I have to practice for at least another year. And
I need to hear that more often because you know what, I don't think I hated it.
What is that?
she'll go like, thank you, sister.
我小姐姐，状态的。
The first actually kind of makes sense because it's like it felt right. The other ones are kind of just not there, but like the first one I felt was fine. Like I think it was perfectly fine to be there. I gotta hear it again.
What is that?
And she'll go like, thank you, sister.
我小姐姐，状态。
Yeah, I feel like that is acceptable. Because it's almost like the VTuber thing that I was talking about, where it actually has meaning to the sound. The sound has meaning to it, and her like making her head go down also is adding to the gesture.
Netizens are like, bro, this is one we can't even make a TikTok trend. All the girls are like, bro, I have to practice for at least another year and then the TikTok trend would be over because the way she so naturally is like, is so crazy. And then she does this thing where she's live streaming and some people suspect she's faking it, but she'll be like, I'm getting a call from my boyfriend. So everyone's like, and then they'll get on the phone and then she'll be like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And she'll say, I love you 8 times nonstop. It'll be like, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. What time are you coming home for dinner? No rush, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Literally like that when they're trying to hang up.
爱你爱你，拜拜。好的好的好的，可以可以可以。好，爱你爱你爱你爱你，老公我爱你。好，拜拜。好，拜拜。
Instead of like, love you,
Husband.
bye, it's like, love you, love you, love you, love you, love
Like
you, love you.
on like while live streaming, right? Like in the
Yes,
camera.
okay, it's totally fine. I know why you're looking at me like that, okay? Okay, I get it. I'd be saying some dumb shit too when I'm ovulating, okay? I'd be like, love me, love me, love you. But I do it in private, okay? She is live streaming. And also what's crazier is that she has been caught not on the phone before.
What do you mean?
I think that time she was on the phone, but there were a few times where she would be like, oh, I gotta talk to my boyfriend. And she'd be like, I love you, like, when are you coming back? And she's not on the phone with
Like
anyone.
the camera, the phone looks like it's off?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so then once this
I don't know if this is just like her goofing around, or if you know, if that's sad or just funny, right? No, if she's doing it to be funny, but if she's not doing it to be funny, it might just be sad.
one came out, people are like, no, it makes sense. Like, Yaka makes sense because Huang Xiaoming needs someone like this. He needs a girl that is obsessed with appearing a certain way and will be like, love you, you're so hot. Like, thank you for teaching me how to eat cake. I never knew how to shove a dessert.
Did he? I don't know if we were told that he taught her how to eat a cake.
A sugar bomb in my mouth before you grace
Sugar
this
bomb?
planet. Like, people are
Fallout?
knew how to shove a dessert, a sugar bomb in my mouth
A sugar bomb mentions Fallout. Confirmed canon.
before you grace this planet. Like, people are saying they kind of seem like the perfect match, and they think that, you know, maybe Angela Baby can finally be free now, and she'll be happier, and then these two will be happier by themselves until more drama hits.
Until, because I was like, well, are we gonna get to this baby thing? I mean, this is classic Stephanie, where she spends 49 minutes, so she spends 95% of the video talking about something else, and at the last 5% of the video, she gets the title.
Paparazzi comes out and they expose Yaka fully. They say that, in fact, she is not who she claims to be. She is not from a wealthy family. In fact, when you go through her Instagram pictures, she had joined a Socialite club.
Oh, yeah.
So it's where you pay a monthly
Just now getting to the Socialite club when there's only 5 minutes left.
fee, and you get to rent clothes like Chanel bags and Chanel tweed jackets, and then they'll like rent a penthouse suite at one of the top hotels, and they'll all take turns taking pictures in that suite with like these designer clothes, designer bags, or sometimes shop.
Okay, so you're just pretending to be rich, except for the fact that she married a person who's rich, and she is now dating this guy, like the guy, if you want to even call him that, like dating the guy. So I feel like she should be rich now.
Shopping bags, and you can see that her and a bunch of other smaller influencers have the same pictures, and a lot of them, like, people were originally thinking, oh well, maybe they're copying Yaka because now she's becoming big, but they were posted before Yaka, and then people were exposing like everything her mannerisms are all taught by these online classes or like in-person classes of how to become a socialite so that you can marry a rich guy.
Yeah.
So then they exposed her for that, and then the paparazzi exposes her that her and her ex-husband, the ex-husband does seem to have a lot of money, but
Yeah, I was like, where did the money go? Well, like, why shouldn't she be rich now? And also, isn't that just normal? That is just old-fashioned behavior, which you don't know how to talk about. I'm pretty sure, you know, jump back 1,000 years ago. Maybe 1,000 might be too far. I feel like, you know, a long time ago, it was just normal to have these kind of trainings to try to court a man, like a man would try to court a woman, right? Something like that. I'm not saying this is normal now, but it's not anything new, so I don't think it's anything to get upset with her about, because it actually is something that used to be done.
the reason that she got no money from her ex-husband is not because she didn't want it. It's because he forced her to. Apparently, allegedly, the ex-husband knew that she was targeting Huang Xiaoming. So a lot of people are saying, like, hey, if she plotted this whole thing to marry an A-lister and faked this socialite life so that she could get an alimony or marry an A-lister or have a baby with an A-lister, it's something that you can morally be against, but it's not like, she's disgusting, right? I mean, maybe. But I think where people are upset is it seems like she went after him while he was still married. So I think that's where people are drawing the line. And so all of this gets exposed after her Yeka science, and it gets so bad that
Okay, what about the baby, though?
Huang Xiaoming's, his next movie that debuts, completely tanks. Nobody's going to watch it. Nobody's supporting him. Even if, like, in that hypothetical situation, if it were true, where she was targeting him, he would be the victim. But people still didn't care because of just how obnoxious she was being. She also is such a pick-me. She would say really offensive things on live stream. So she's from the south. She's from southern China. Shanghai is in the south. And China's so vast, and there's so many different types of people in China and different types of, like, regions and different cultures and different foods. But she would consistently say, like, the northern people are so obnoxious and loud and just...
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about different parts of China like that. Just say like South China. It's just all China to me, right? Because I don't know anything about it. But this is weird just to hear, you know, she's like a South China person.
And it's like, and then she'd be like, and I'm so like petite and small. So like, I think southern China, it's like people are physically shorter.
Yeah.
And so I think northerners are like taller. And like, you know, the Chinese fashion TikTok? I think a lot of that is in the north because they're so tall. I think that's what I heard. Anyway, so she would say things like that, offend all of northern China. She would also bring up these old just musical legends, and people would be like, do you listen to so and so? Like, think of a non-controversial musical legend, and then she would say, no, he's like I don't listen to perverted music, and the music is not perverted. And so with all of that, Hwang Xiaoming had to publicly apologize for dating Ye Ke. He had to announce that they are no longer together, but she does have a child with him. And that is where Ye Ke is now. She is still posting online, yes.
But you can't just be like, oh, but they do have a child. Like, hello, when did the child come into being? They dated and got a child, but didn't marry, and he broke up with her because everyone hates her. Like, what?
Announced that they're dating, but then like every live stream, like all the things that she's doing, just like getting more and more problematic. People are just like going in, and then all her questionable past is getting dug up.
So originally it's like all the articles are coming up and people are like, that's weird, but also who cares about them? And then the Ye Ke science started happening and people are like, this is crazy, 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 crazy. And then she starts saying things like the Northerners, this musician. And then she just like, even Wang Sutong came out and said, bro, no one would even go to their wedding if they get married because she's managing to fucking offend everyone in the country. She's just really bad.
That's crazy. You know what? You remember Wang Sutong?
Yes.
Went to Angela Baby and Hwang Xiaoming's wedding, and he was the best man for Hwang Xiaoming. So they're besties.
Yeah, but he said no one's gonna go.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he's like literally calling out Hwang Xiaoming like, hey, what's going on with your girlfriend? She's literally trying, she's on a mission to piss everyone off.
Yeah.
Even he doesn't like her. And so she would say all of these offensive things, just like, I'm not obnoxious. It's just pick me energy, pick me annoying energy, where she's just very not likable. And then the paparazzi guy starts digging into her because now it's like, now people just want to see her go down. And then they discover all of the different lies and maybe the allegation that she had set this up from the get-go. Hwang Xiaoming's movie ends up completely tanking. He has to apologize. They break up, but then turns out she's pregnant.
Oh, they found out.
Yeah, so, and then they're like releasing information of them going to the hospital together. It seems like she's calling paparazzi on that. Yeah, but it seems like they have a baby together now.
Well, I mean, no, he has to, support her though. So
they're not together.
It doesn't seem like it, but who knows, right? And that is where Hwang Xiaoming is now. I had no idea that Hwang Xiaoming would be connected to one of the events that melted my brain in recent months. The cake eating video. I don't know what else to say other than I gotta go eat a cake and replicate this. I will let you guys know how it goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And I'll be back, because I'm coming back with some divorce shows soon. Just you wait.
We obviously have already watched all that nonsense. Feel the cake in your pelvic cavity. That's so silly. But yeah, that is going to be that. What was at the end there? Yeah, them having a child. It's crazy. I mean, it's classic Stephanie. I'm not really complaining about it, but again, classic Stephanie to set the stage for, 98% of the video and then not talk about the actual title, like what the video's titled until the last minute of the video. Classic Stephanie. Yeah, I mean, she has a baby with him now, so that essentially means if she didn't get any money from her ex-husband or anything, she definitely gonna have to get money now. Though they had a kid too, didn't they? So she should be getting child support from both of them, I would assume. So she doesn't really need to pretend, right? 'Cause she should just be getting a lot of money raked in from that. Question mark. Yeah, that's just a silly one. I don't feel like this one isn't that egregious though. I don't know if I missed any bad stuff that she said, but it didn't seem too crazy at all. It's just weird, we brought back that famous actor again for this one. And also Wang Sutong, I didn't mention it, we got our Wang Sutong mentioned again. That was probably been a while because it's been a long time since we've done Chinaverse. Because we're basically out of Chinaverse videos. Maybe there's some newer ones that I've missed. I know she has other videos. Or a new Stephanie video, I think. Is the one, she has two of them that I haven't watched. The one where the little boy actually steals his hero's wife from him. I think that it's something like that. He gets an autograph. I think she said there's revenge though. Did his hero screw him over or what? Because I think it was boy asks for autograph, gets to live in the hero's house. I don't know what they call him other than his hero, his someone he idolizes, steals his wife and then has revenge or something. But it's what? That sounds like a crazy story. And is the wife grooming? Because again, this was a boy when I'm assuming a lot of this happened. So did he get groomed by the wife? Question mark. And this is another one where I think it's wife leaves husband for a student, but then gets cheated on by her friend or something like that. That's the other one that Stephanie's done. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. Also forgot to mention this during the KyuuTea drama, but again, I was saying with that last hate comment, well, hate in quotations, is serious, and I have to take it seriously. So I don't think anything's gonna come of it because it's such a stupid like nothing burger. I don't like that word, but people use it. Nothing burger. That I don't think I have to care. But again, if anything happens to the channel or that video that they commented in, you know why. It's because that person like reported me for something, in my opinion, is nothing. Like, it's not even worth like thinking about twice, and yet they had a mental breakdown so much about it that they had to report my video allegedly. So we'll see if it goes away. Begin, don't bother them. I mean, you can't find who they are anyways. You don't know what a video it is, but yeah, don't bother them. If you do somehow find them, leave them alone. Again, because they might be a child, so just don't even bother. Like, I feel like maybe I should age restrict the channel, but then that screws the channel over, and I can't do that. I just wish you didn't have to deal with children online, but again, they might not be a child, they might be an adult, so that's just acting that way. Anyways, we'll see if we end up getting some more KyuuTea Drama next time. Again, tell me if that's a fine name or if I should change it to something else, or just have it like be QT, like the QT, right? Is that fine? Just the QT? I don't know if I should do a poll or anything on that, but we'll see. I wish there was more drama, because like that was decent drama to talk about. I talked about it for like half an hour, but like when's the next time we're gonna have QT drama, right? It could be months before we get to have another QT drama segment at the beginning of one of these videos. Yep, that's gonna be it for today. Of course, we have the thrown QR code there on the screen, so if you want to help out the channel and get any gifts for the channel or anything for me or whatnot that I have on there, I have a whole section dedicated to getting stuff for my dad as well, that we need / that he needs. So again, if you want to help out the channel or help out me, there's the QR code to go to my throne, see what I got on there. I think you can suggest gifts too if you want to do that. I think that's an option I have turned on. But yeah, guys, and not guys. I can't stop saying guys. I still say it from time to time. So yeah, Kyuuties, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers. I think about becoming a member. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we're working on watch time and subscribers. And don't forget we have a throne now as well. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. Yeah, Kyuuties, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, hype. Don't forget to hype and comment. You know the do. See ya.